How's everyone doing? Back with a review. What's your scent of the day? Able today, again, doing gray labdanum. Want to make sure I get, it's like a 5 wearing kind of thing when I want to score something a little bit higher. So I'm really going through it on that one. So I've introduced that to the channel before. We're in that one. Today we're doing an all natural perfume, also commodity wool. Hope you guys are here for an all natural review perfume that I found that's affordable. Anyways, this is Brandon with Therapeutic Fragrance. Glad you found the channel. Glad you tuned in. Thanks for being here. Stay tuned. All right, guys, doing wool with commodity here. It is $105, 100 ml, so just at $1 an ml. Trying to get those ones on the channel. You'll hear more about it down below. What the perfumer the house has to say about the perfume. This woody fragrance captures the warmth of a perfectly cozy sweater. Light cashmere provides the pure indulgence of soft, sensual textures, caressing the skin with notes of rich amber, earthy vetiver, and sweet bourbon vanilla. Sounds yummy. Sounds great. Let's see if the marketing ploy justifies the juice here. We'll get into that. It's part of the Black collection with commodity, so I don't know if that's upgraded. Might be $10 more than their other ones. These very for a natural, very affordable. I mean, I'm like, are these all natural? And then if they are, why are other people at $6 and $10 an ml with the same notes without those heavy base notes that I was talking about? Wool was launched in 2013. Donna Ramanauskas is the perfumer on wool. 3.69 out of 5 on Fragrantica. That's with 130 votes. So it's a lot of people have this one. All right, let's get into this. I've been testing out a lot of other fragrances, natural, that were, I couldn't believe, $10 an ml. They offered samples. Kudos to them for that. That I didn't have to buy a full bottle and be out for that. So I'm like, okay, if they're at 10, these guys are at 1, like, what's the big difference here? I mean, you can tell the difference of the oils 10 times as much. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you to decide. I think at $10 an ml, you have to be very, very, very transparent on your ingredients. Again, how organic is it? Where did it come from? When you talk about Malik Al-Taif, they talk about the roses. They're 40% rose. It's the main ingredient used in that perfume. He goes into the hands that actually picked it and the time of day they picked it and how this thing was carefully put into a bottle and why that particular rose is the best in the world kind of thing. At $1 an ml, yeah, let's just say it's all natural. Hopefully, you're a believable company. Hopefully, people are doing all the checks and balances on that. And we can just trust that. So $1 an ml, here we go. I get it. These fragrances, these are the ones that I would buy for my daughter. These are perfect fragrances. If you don't like them, like they're a no-brainer to me. Like, pick up a bottle while you're out at the mall. If you're into buying fragrances, this is a cheaper fragrance, just a blind buy. You can test it at the mall, walk around with it, and go back and make sure it's for you, kind of thing. Or they'll give you a free sample bottle. I just don't like going into the mall, so my strategy is I'll pick the 2 that I want to wear each arm, wear it. Give it an hour or so around the mall. If I like it, then I'll buy it, because I really don't like the back and forth mall stuff. I'm lucky if I visit a mall more than once a year. I'm dead serious about that. I try to stay away from malls. Anyways, and if you don't like them, I would give them to my daughter. No problem. Kids, no problem. These are safe, easy fragrances, not going to blow up in their classrooms. Yeah, they're good for that. Let's get into wool. This is my favorite one from them. They achieved their marketing play. They achieved it. Very good stuff here. I don't know how they can just say wool, and I smell it, and this is a good natural fragrance. The bottle worthy all day long. Already putting that out there before the score. You know, I can't help myself with woods. Woods are in here. Bourbon vanilla is in here. And now they're adding just like little mixtures of fruit on top of that. This is all me to a T. So if these notes are really there, all natural ingredients, good blending. Yeah, I'm already liking it. Everything's singing to a T. You spray it on, nothing's heightened. It's all there. It's all in accord. It's all blended. Talk about that. It's a composition. It's an actual perfume we have going here. Very enjoyable. Go back and like, how is this $1 an ml? And you can even find sell it on Sephora.com, and you can even get sales on top of that. So really driving the price down on this one. Again, I'm going back to these other naturals who list 4 ingredients, and it smells like those 4 ingredients, and they're not well blended. There is a big mismatch in the natural market that needs to get corrected. I think there's a big hole for perfumers to fill. I don't know if they can not help themselves by putting the synthetic bases in there to jump the perfume, make it project more, and make it last longer. I did that with the review from Strangelove. Just all these beautiful ingredients, but then they had to add the synthetic base. Like, there's a big hole in the natural market for this. That if these guys can do it $1 an ml, a master perfumer's got to be able to do it $3 an ml with all natural ingredients. That's my plea. I'll keep putting it out there because I want to push perfumery. That's my goal. One of my main goals with this channel, besides learning and you guys watching me learn about compositions, is pushing perfumery as a whole through the whole community, everybody. I think there's so much growth in this kind of perfumery. It's crazy. I think it's way underserved, and I'm starting to find out why it's way underserved. There's just the big bottom hole here that the designers don't want to fill and make a mind shift in people. Creativity needs pushed. Perfumery needs pushed. That's why I'm on this journey. That's why I'm searching out these natural houses. I think naturals can be so much better. Again, the $1 an ml. Okay, let's triple the price and see what a master perfumer can do. Triple on the price. And here I go. I'm on a rant, another rant. I don't want to take away from this perfume. This is a great perfume. We're going to get back to that. Done with the rant. You guys hear me. You know me. I've said it over and over again. I don't know how to make these rants separate. I'll try it later. Barely using the vetiver. It comes through slightly. Again, the composition is very well blended. The top is just perfect. When I have to go back on a perfume over and over again, that's when you can tell that it's well blended. I don't know if you guys have the same thing. I'll highlight a note and then focus on that kind of, and then I'll have to wear it again and come back and another note will highlight to me, and so on, like 2 or 3 wearings where I really have to, okay, that bourbon, is it there? And then I focus on bourbon only. That's the only thing I try to sniff. I mean, my full concentration kind of thing. And like, oh, that's how the bourbon's planted there. And that's how you know when you have a really good composition, when you have to do that, and each note's like that. I'm not a musician and not into sound. To me, that's kind of how, when they talk about chords and notes, I know musicians can laugh at me right now, but I'm like, what are you guys talking about? That's, to me, visually, I see this as a tea with scents. Same thing. Bourbon, vanilla, vetiver. We're going for that accord of wool. So the first thing I'm noticing is wool. Okay, I want to smell wool. So I'm smelling everything together. And now I go back and look at the notes and I'm like, Oh, that's why he did that note that way and playing that note that way. Vanilla. That's why he's playing that note that way. Makes sense. I don't know if you guys do that with your sampling or perfumes. That's how my head works, in my head and my smelling process. I could see this becoming a scent that I grab easily. The one of my most popular non-think scents, where you're busy, you gotta go, you don't even have time to think about scent of the day or anything. I know I'm not going to always be in this phase of my life. We're going to go back to real life, especially the summer when my businesses pick up. They're seasonal businesses, and I get busy with that again. I could see me just grabbing this. Don't want to think about it. Don't want to waste the $8 mLs. Just grabbing this, using it, and draining bottles of this. This is a scent for me. Well blended, easy wearing, easy pleasing kind of thing everywhere. Amber plays on top of the vetiver perfectly. Bourbon finishing with the vanilla. Again, all my favorite notes in the dry down. It's soft. They're all soft. We're not talking projection beast. Just nice skin scents to pleasurable throughout the day. You lift up your wrist wherever you sprayed it, garment, and pleasurable through the day. It leaves a vanilla for the final dry down, so it gets gourmandy. Keep that in mind. People don't like that. I don't mind that, but it is gourmandy finish for, let's call it 2 to 3 hours. I found this out. If I do go work out with these natural fragrances, they will melt. My skin just eats up the essential oils in there really quick. If I don't, went to bed with just a nice vanilla. It definitely lasted till I got to sleep, and I don't remember smelling it in the morning. Usually I would. So that's where we are. $1. This is a bargain. Scoring wool commodity. Addictiveness, branding, OG factor, 10 out of 15. Projection and sillage, 3 out of 5. Longevity, 3 out of 5. Composition as a whole, 20 out of 25. Ingredients and price to ml, it got a bump here, 20 out of 25. Fragrance as a whole, the top, heart, and base. The top, 8 out of 10. Heart, 3 out of 5. The base, 5 out of 10. Total score 72. Have a decant. The where, when, who, and how of the fragrance section. Daytime fragrance. Could be somebody's signature. Any time of the year. Who do I see wearing this? Steven Spielberg. He's a busy guy too. He just needs something to just squirt on and be pleasurable. That's who I see wearing this. How? 3 to 9 sprays for me. Thanks for checking out the review, everyone. Glad you're on the journey. Peace out. Be blessed.